The city of London is reeling from a brutal act of terrorism by Islamic radicals. Two men with meat cleavers and knives stabbed a British soldier to death in front of dozens of people.
The men said the act was, quote, an eye for an eye, an act of revenge for Muslim deaths in Iraq and Afghanistan. Here's reporter Dale Hurd.
The victim was a British soldier seen by eyewitnesses walking near his barracks. First, the attackers ran over him with a car. Then they savagely stabbed him with knives. Witnesses say they shouted Allahu Akbar, or God is great, just before the attack.
The guy was already dead in the road, but then that's when I saw the other guy with the axe and the gun. And then after that, I was looking at for about 20 minutes before the police came.
Equally shocking, the attackers did not flee, approaching confused bystanders with their bloody hands to deliver a message. One said, "We swear by Almighty Allah we will never stop fighting you." The killers called the attack an eye for an eye, accusing British soldiers of killing Muslims overseas. Police shot and wounded both men, who were later taken to nearby hospitals. British officials called the incident an act of terrorism and immediately increased security at all of London's military bases.
Despicable acts like these will not go unpunished.
But right-wing nationalists from the English Defence League quickly staged a protest and clashed with police.
Enough's enough. Our message is enough. We have weak leaders, weak police. Our police aren't leaders. Tiptoe around this issue. This issue is political Islam. It's political Islam that's spreading across this country.
London Mayor Boris Johnson urged the people of the city to remain calm, calling the attack a one-time incident. Dale Hurd, CBN News.
We need to hear from Muslim leaders condemning this attack. There were some Muslim groups in Great Britain that have done so. But what about mosques around the world to say, no, this is not our religion? We need to hear from them. And until we hear from them, I think this kind of homegrown terrorism, because the news report says these men were born and raised in Great Britain. So this is one of those lone wolf terrorism attacks that seems to be just spontaneous because of their religion. Well, here at home, the massive tornado in Oklahoma Tuesday may have caused more than $2 billion worth of damages, and CBN's Operation Blessing is on the scene to help the storm survivors. John Jessup has that story.
For many in the tight-knit community of Moore,
I've only seen one thing, or know of one thing that's 100%, and that was Jesus Christ.
Telling where they were when the tornado hit is like therapy. Lester Staley shows us the storm shelter behind his house of more than 20 years. He called his wife from work and told her to take cover.
10 or 15 seconds later, I heard the train coming in. And then I heard kaboom!
Lester knew exactly what happened. The old elm tree in his backyard crushed the shelter's concrete top. What he didn't know was whether his wife was dead or alive.
What was going through your mind when you heard that kaboom?
Am I going to be able to talk to my wife of 39 years?
Wanda, his wife, says the fact that she's alive is nothing short of a miracle.
A lot of people don't believe in miracles, but
no, thank you.
I do, and I always have.
Standing on a street like this, you begin to see just how indiscriminate the tornado was. This house is completely leveled, but if you look right across the street, the structure is still standing. But the one thing these scenes have in common is that they're bringing people together.
David Molyneux lives a few blocks away.
Less than 500 feet, and we could have had nothing.
He's never met the Staleys, but since his home and family are okay, he felt the need to help in spite of his own personal hardship.
I have no work right now. I was laid off from my job Friday, so I've got nothing but time on my hands.
David is just one of the many volunteers with Operation Blessing, which is on the ground offering disaster relief in the form of food, labor, and prayer. Operation Blessing has teamed up with Highland Baptist Church. Its pastor watched as the tornado spiraled toward the church and turned at the last minute. He believes it was spared for a reason.
It's just a God thing. Part of the reason for that is so that we might be here and be a hub and just be able to love on people.
And for those receiving their help, it means the world. John Jessup, CBN News, Moore, Oklahoma.
If you want to help the victims of that terrible tragedy, all you have to do is give us a call, 1-800-759-0700. Just say, I want to help. I want to join the 700 Club. A portion of every gift to the 700 Club goes into the work of Operation Blessing to help the needy, and when disasters strike, we want to strike back with love and compassion and very tangible help in their time of need. If you want to do that, just call us, 1-800-759-0700.